Sadia Khan. She wishes we would just leave her alone. She is, in case you haven't heard, caught up in quite a bit of a scandal right now. She is allegedly the side piece to a high value man in Dubai, and he is engaged, and his soon to be wife is her and the Saudi are beefing back and forth. There's a 22-minute call with them going back and forth with each other, and Saudi is crashing out a little bit, and she's, of course, a very famous podcaster, psychologist, gives a lot of dating advice, a lot of relationship advice, how to get a high value woman, how to be one. So the question is, does her being a side chick kind of taint her relationship advice that she gives to not just women, but to men also? Because, look, be honest, her target audience is mostly men. She's very easy on the eyes, and she has a British accent, which I'm very susceptible to. So, does being a side chick to a high value man also make you a high value side piece?
Oh, so I gotta speak on this because we talked about it in pre-pro, and I was really excited to talk about it because I think we're looking at this all entirely the wrong way. Because so if her conversation is about knowing high value men and what they desire, I think being a side piece to one qualifies. And in fact, if you really think about it, she has a vantage point that even the wife doesn't. Let me tell you why. Because in many cases, a side piece obviously knows about the wife and knows the areas with which the wife is failing in the relationship, hence her existence. Hmm? Or maybe she just understands that certain men are going to have a predilection for that side thing. And so maybe there's nothing wrong with the wife, but she serves a different position and she has the vantage point of not, like I said, seeing both situations. So why would she not be able to advise women, maybe women who aspire to be wives? Hey, here's the things that you should be because, hey, low key, the ones who aren't that got me there being that for him. So I think, people want to do these gotcha moments because, hey, you're a side piece. That means you're not high value. I don't believe that. There is a such thing as high value side pieces. In fact, some of them serve relationships in God in ways that some of y'all high value women don't even understand, right? Because y'all wouldn't be high value without the relationship with which you pin that value on. And some of y'all are only in that relationship, you guessed it, because of that side piece. You know what I'm saying? It's like the person who has a job and they can do about 70% of it. You got to bring somebody else in, you know what I'm saying, to effectively do the other 30%. Now, if you're a high value person, and let's say you got a high value wife, what you gonna do? Go out there and get you a non-high value side piece? That don't even make sense, right? I mean, if everything in your life is of value, why would your side piece be of value? So I do get that people want to have these gotcha moments. A lot of people probably hating on her because maybe they feel like she had a pick-me-ish type of conversation. So hey, let's get you here. And yes, she was out of her body a little bit, but listen, when you live the side piece life, there's a risk of having that conversation with the wife. There's a risk of certain things, right? I mean, she's doing God's work, and sometimes it comes with risk, right? And so I understand that everybody's getting off on that, but I don't think that takes away from the fact that she is uniquely positioned to not only be with, find, cultivate relationships with high value men. So yeah, I think that gives her credibility, right? And then the fact that she's a side piece, did she say anything against side pieces? Did she say that you can't be high value and a side piece? Right? And here's the catch up for the fellas,
Nothing I
right?
could find, by the way. Nothing I could
Right?
find.
But think about this, right? Like, so does the high value man still get to be high value if he has a side piece? So let me get this straight. He still gets to be high value, but because she's a side piece, she can't be. I mean, I don't know. I feel like just off the strength of him, you know what I'm saying? She might be able to lean on some of that high value, just like the wife. But I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and go, man, before I keep the party going. Okay.
S&M, you want to stand there for your side? You want to speak for
I
women?
can
Because I feel like it's
feel
going to be
it
one
just
side
I
of
was going
S&M.
to jump in because
Okay.
I was like, Nick, you are on a roll today. Because first of all, you can't be a high value side chick. You can't be the backup plan and consider yourself the prize. Because basically she's saying these high value women are supposed to be the prizes to these high value men. So if she's claiming to be the
I
prize
haven't heard that from
herself,
her. I have not heard the conversation from her is that men are the prize, low key. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well,
I'm
so
not the
she
best
do.
expert.
So I haven't
That's a
watched a
fact.
lot of stuff, so I will say that she do believe that the men are the prize, but she's also
Exactly.
stating how women should be high value to these men, right? So this is what I would say is this. To me, if you're the side chick, you obviously not high value enough to take the number one position of wife, unless you're planning on becoming the wife number two, because you say he's a Saudi, so maybe there's opportunities for her to be wife number two. And if so, then kudos to her. She's working on her position and her role to be wife number two. Kudos. If they in a poly, but which apparently is not the case, because apparently there was back and forth between the wife and her. So that's not the case. But if it is, hey, kudos to her. She played her position. She played a role, and she may get the ring or whatever she want from it, because at the end of the day, it just makes her a transactional person as well. It's, once again, it makes her transactional. Until she gets some value out the relationship itself, she's transactional. My issue is that she's telling these women that to be high value, you need to have XYZ, present yourself XYZ. And you're right. She may know that because she's telling them how to attract high value men. But at the same time, I feel like that's not how she portrayed herself itself. Like on the show, the little clips that I watched of her, she didn't portray herself as the side chick, right?
That's
And
cap.
then to find out,
That's cap.
hey, I don't think she portrayed herself
That's
as the
cap.
side chick.
First
What-
off,
And no.
How was
how do you
somebody?
thank you.
Go ahead,
Portray
Jay, go ahead.
yourself. How do you portray
First of all, you
yourself
got
as a
whole
side
songs,
chick?
because
Is
you
there a
got whole
T-shirt?
songs. Yes, you have whole songs talking about I'm the side chick. You have folks talking about you can have him Monday through Thursday, and I got him on the weekend.
You're
So
expecting her to do
Listen.
moke and stuff as part of
I'm
her
just saying,
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
That
look,
sounds
Scissor.
very low value, actually.
look,
And
I'm
scissor.
just
That
saying,
sounds
to me,
very ghetto.
she
Very
her.
ghetto.
I'm just saying, like she's presenting one way, saying one thing, and then
That's
in
cap.
reality, it's not. Wait,
Mhm.
you guys are the same people who's clowning Dr. Cheyenne Bryan for having situationships. So how you can
First
clown
off,
Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, but you can't clown this woman for being an
because
influencer saying
I can
something
explain that.
because
similar? I am interested in hearing.
yes. Okay, here's
Please feel free. I'm
here's the first
interested in
dose.
hearing.
Here's the first dose of explanation. So who she is a woman who is telling people how to be high value. Some say she's telling women, some say she's telling men. But her message is how to be high value, or more specifically, how high value people move. She is doing this at the side of a dude who is some big shot in Dubai, which is where high value people tend to hang out. So maybe she has a little bit of credibility for knowing how high value people move. Okay. Now, so in her, I don't see no contradiction in her message yet. All right. So now then, if you look more in the story, what happens is the dude's fiance gets wind of the text messages between them, and she starts clapping off at Khan. And Khan's like, "Look, I can have your man anytime, right? I can have any man I wanted to in this place anytime." She said, basically, I don't want your man, but I could take your man if I wanted your man." That's what she said.
I could have him on
You know
your
what I'm saying?
wedding day.
That's what she said. Any time, any place is what she said, right? And the lady took some offense to that. Now, she didn't say she was a side chick. What she said was, I'm so high value, I could be the side chick in an instant, and you couldn't do nothing about it. Now, so let's talk about what a high value side chick is. There is such a thing as a high value side chick, because just because you're on the side doesn't mean you don't have value. What about think about all the championships the Bulls won. All right, you talk about Michael Jordan, but you need a Steve Kerr. You need a John Paxton. You need a BJ Armstrong. You need somebody out there on the key you can kick the ball to, can hit that three that really wins the championship. Okay? So while everybody's trying to be Jordan, you can be Jordan, but if you're the only person on the team, you look more like LeBron. I'm gonna stop there because we're in a sports show. Here's what I'm saying. That mentality that women have, that there can only be one, is the reason y'all not winning. Because y'all too busy tripping each other up. That's what I'm saying. She should have been like, thanks for for whatever you're doing to make my man as fire as he is, and say he's about to be my man. We about to get married. Thank you. You making our man great. Our man is doing big things. I can't wait till we go on a trip with our man, because for whatever's happened, whether she's sharing him or not, they were winning till the wife or the fiance got all catty, and now we all on the internet. So no, she's high value because she's still playing her part. She's not putting that dude business out in the street. She's still doing her job. She's bringing in income. She's working the game. I salute her. If side chicks, you want to be high value, don't be petty like the fiance. Don't be all messy. Okay, have your hustle, do your grind, and play your position. Play it well. That makes you high value.